Oyster sauce, hoisin, chashu, they all look similar in the bottle, but they couldn't be more different. Or could they? Once you learn how to make them from scratch at home and how they are actually connected, you will never grab the wrong bottle again. Pick up your spoons, let's start with oyster sauce. This is the one you have probably seen 100 times and never really thought about. But here is what most people miss. Oyster sauce straight from the bottle? That's not what you taste in takeout. What you are tasting is a stir-fry sauce. It's oyster sauce mixed with a few simple ingredients that completely change how it works. A little soy sauce, a splash of water, some sugar, garlic, and a slurry to bring it all together. That's it. This is the sauce that makes vegetables taste as if they came from a wok station. You will find all the ingredients and measurements in the description below. Mix everything, bring to a boil and let it simmer for about 1 minute. Then add the slurry. And just like that, take out vegetables at home. And the crazy thing is, this sauce was an accident. Back in 1888, a cook in China left his oyster soup on the stove too long. Instead of throwing it out, he tasted and oyster sauce was born. That cook was none other than Li Kam-sheng, the Li Kam-ki founder. One happy accident and now it's in every Chinese kitchen in the world. That's your oyster sauce from scratch. And the stir-fry dinner was made for? That's coming soon. If you have been cooking along with me, let me know in the comments. I wanna hear how it turned out. You are probably thinking, wait, that's a sauce? Yeah, that's it. Oyster sauce brings the depth, but what happens when you need something sweeter, something bold enough to stand on its own? That's hoisin sauce. Most people know it as the dark sauce you get with Peking duck or spring rolls, but it does so much more than sit in a dipping bowl. Where oyster sauce works in the background, hoisin wants to be the star. It's sweet, it's salty, it's got a little tang, and when it hits heat, it caramelizes. And here is the thing, you can make this from scratch. Soy sauce, a little sweetness, a splash of vinegar, garlic, sesame oil, and you have just made hoisin sauce. Today I'm using it on chicken wings. Just coat them, let that glaze build up. After baking, give them a gentle brush with that rich, silky and golden glaze. Simple like that, sticky, sweet, a little nutty, takeout wings at home. Suppose this is your first time here. By the way, welcome. Stick around, we keep it simple. You are probably thinking that tastes like the stuff from the jar. Better. Now, what happens when you take hoisin sauce and twist it? Char, that sticky sweet smoky glaze you get on Chinese barbecue pork. Most people buy this in a jar, but here is the thing, you just made the base for it. Hoisin sauce is already in your bowl. From here it's just a few things, some soy sauce for depth, a little sugar for that caramelized thickness, and then the one ingredient that changes everything. 5-spice powder, just half a teaspoon, that's all it takes. This is what gives chashu that warm, smoky depth. The thing you can never quite put your fingers on when you are eating it at a restaurant. Sticky, sweet, smoky. And it started with the hoisin sauce you made a few minutes ago. And if you are wondering what 5-spice powder actually is, I have got a recipe for that in the description. You can even use it to make crispy pork belly, seal yolk. You are probably thinking, there's no way 3 ingredients do that. Try it. There you have it, 3 amazing Chinese sauces, oyster sauce, savory, simple, goes on everything. Hoisin, sweet, rich, your stir-fry secret weapon. And chashu, the one that makes pork belly disappear in no time. 1 bottle of soy sauce, a few ingredients, simple technique, and suddenly, boom, you just unlock half a Chinese takeout menu. If this is the kind of cooking that makes sense to you, hit subscribe and tell me in the comments what are you making this week. I will see you in the next one.